Finally, a man whose passion for filmmaking has taken him from the streets of Kelmscott to the slums of Kolkata. Over the last decade, Western Australian cinematographer Denson Baker has earned international acclaim for his work behind the camera. This week he flew back to Perth to talk about his latest movie, working with his wife, and the challenges of shooting a film in India. Claire Nichols caught up with him.
What brings you to my country?
My husband and I have adopted a little girl.
A cinematographer is a storyteller, and the goal is to take an audience on a journey and for an audience to not just observe a film but to be transported and to go on a journey with characters.
With an eye for the unusual and a passion for storytelling, Denson Baker is in big demand in the movie business.
What a great job to be travelling the world and making beautiful pictures.
The jet-setting lifestyle is a far cry from Baker's childhood in Kelmscott, where he first discovered his love for making movies.
And started playing with cameras, shooting with friends and making little movies as a kid, and then sort of found that, if that's what I find is such a passion of mine, if I can find a career in it, that would be just amazing. And so continued to just keep shooting films until they got bigger and better.
And bigger and better they got. Denson Baker graduated from TAFE in Perth in 1996 before travelling east to further his studies. It was there that he caught the eye of his future wife and collaborator, Claire McCarthy.
He was like the wonderkind of film school. Everyone was like, wow, Denson Baker. He's very talented, and at that point I think he'd won Cinematographer of the Year, which was like in his first year at the school, which is like an unprecedented award to give to somebody. And I'd see him just glide down the corridor and in slow motion. I think, wow, he's so amazing. And I found out later on, he told me he was just practicing his Steadicam walk.
The director and cinematographer found an easy friendship and worked together on a number of projects. And as their careers progressed, each found acclaim in their chosen fields. Baker shot music videos and documentaries before making the leap to feature films. McCarthy, meanwhile, was working on the script for The Waiting City, the story of an Australian couple in India waiting to collect their adopted child.
So, your wife was telling me that you're waiting for a baby.
This is all we know apart from the photographs. Complexion, whitish brown, relinquished by birth mother, and Bolpur.
When it came to picking a cinematographer to capture the bustle of India, McCarthy turned to her then fiancé.
I think we both want to work together, and I think you really need to want to work with collaborators. I think you really need to know that there is that kind of shared kind of desire to kind of get inside someone's head and be willing to go on that journey with them. And it really is such an intense experience.
Claire and I, we weren't married when we shot the film. We got married after, and I think making a feature film together is the ultimate test on a relationship, and we found that kind of experience really brought us together.
I think we should have turned left back here. It's supposed to be walking distance.
Well, you didn't say anything back there, did you?
Well, I didn't think of it back then, did I, Ben?
The Waiting City is the first Australian film to be shot entirely in India, and the location presented plenty of challenges for the filmmaking couple. There were 5 languages spoken on set, and the production was rocked by the Mumbai terrorist attacks, which had a profound effect on the crew. But for Denson Baker, the colour and energy of Kolkata was a cinematographer's dream.
When first looking around Calcutta, there's just so much to take in. It's such a visual, the whole country. India is such a visual country, but it's became more of a challenge of how to get all of that into a frame, into some shots.
We wanted there to be a sort of epic canvas to the film, and to also allow Kolkata to kind of infiltrate into the visual style and to be almost a character in the film, and for there to be the colours and textures of that place as well, sort of absorbed into these kind of complex, dramatic situations with our two leads.
Adoptive parents must prepare initially for punishing behaviour, insults, cruelty and abuse.
Sounds like a marriage.
Early reviews for The Waiting City have been positive, with many waxing lyrical about Denson Baker's cinematic style. It's good news for the fiercely self-critical artist, who's already seen a flood of job offers come in on the back of the film's success.
I'm sorry, I don't. I don't believe in miraculous virgin births. I don't believe in elephants with 6 heads. I'm sorry, no God.
Well, if you don't believe in God, what matter does it then to touch the waters, Mrs. Spence?
I've learnt just to sit back and enjoy what we have, and particularly with The Waiting City, I think it's something which we could never do the same again. Some of the things that we had happen, it was like, you know, a gift. You know, there was a lot of magic which you just couldn't plan for, and you couldn't make happen if you tried.
Very good, Mrs. Spence, very good.